Suppose if the two devices want to communicate each other, then in that time we require computer network. So the domain of computer science is nothing but the business intelligence. That means how the computers are used in the field of business. By using IoT, you can embed your electronic device with computer system as well as sensor. Hello to all, a warm welcome to my new session. I'm Revati, faculty, Department of Computer Science, Vidhyaashram, Pre-University College, Mysore. In today's session, I'm going to discuss the branches of computer science, and it is especially for first PUC computer science students. Let's move directly to the branches of computer science. So once you opted computer science, in computer science we are going to have certain branches, like we are going to have operating system. So you can able to develop operating system. Suppose if you opted computer science. So what is operating system? It is an interface between computer hardware and user application. That means this is the best example for system software, and it provides the interface between the computer hardware and the computer application and computer user. In branches of computer science, we are going to have compiler. So what is compiler design? What is compiler? We required compiler in order to translate one programming language to another programming language. So we required compiler during C program or C++ program. That means whatever the example I have taken, that is C or C program, these programs are example for high-level programming language. So now I want to convert the high-level programming language into object code. In that time, I required compiler. The job of the compiler here is to translate one type of programming language into other type of programming language. So in compiler design, we are going to have lexical analyzer, then we are going to have semantic analyzer, then we are going to have parser. These are the some of the phases of compiler design. Then we are going to have computer network. So what is computer network? Suppose if the two devices want to communicate each other, then in that time we required computer network. That means the two devices are connected each other via the some transmission media. So why we required computer network? Here is to share the information as well as to share the resources. We required computer network, and the field of computer network is a vast area, and this is the branch of computer science. Then we are going to have computer architecture. That means how the computer systems are going to work, what is the architecture of the computer system, and what is the component of the computer system. Everything comes under computer architecture. Then I'm going to have database management system. So what is data? Here data is nothing but the raw fact. Suppose when I have collection of data, in that time I require database. Then to manage these database, I required one system that is itself called database management system. So here the database management system also the branches of computer science. So the branches of computer science starts from operating system, compiler, then I'm going to have computer networks, then computer architecture and database management system. So these are the very important branches of computer science. Moving further, I'm going to have the computer science is the field of study. That means the computer science is the study of certain fields like mathematics, data structure, software, algorithms, statistics, programming language, hardware, as well as computer system design and architecture. So here the computer science is the study of computation as well as computer. So the computer science is the study of fields like mathematics. That means all the mathematical related computations are carried out in the field of computer science. So here the computer science is the study of mathematics. That means here we are going to have all the formulas, all the equations, all the theoretical and practical calculations that comes under mathematical field. Then we are going to have the data structure. So what is data structure here? That means it is mainly used to represent the data. That means how the data are stored in the computer memory. So to utilize the computer memory properly, we required data structure. So here the computer science is also the study of data structure. So when it comes data structure, we are going to have stack, we are going to have queue, then we are going to have linked list, then we are going to have circular queue, then we are going to have single linked list or double linked list, then we are going to have trees, etc. So these are also the field of computer science. Then we are going to have software. That means all kind of software development, the life cycle of the software, everything is also comes under the computer science. So this is also the field of computer science. Then we are going to have algorithms. So what is algorithm? That is nothing but the finite set of instruction. So in algorithm, we are going to write the finite set of instruction. That means whatever the problem we are going to have, for that problem we are going to have the finite number of solutions. So whatever the finite number of solution I'm going to have, I'm going to represent that one in the form of finite number of instruction. That is itself called algorithm. So the algorithm is a very, very important field of computer science. That means whatever the program we are going to write or whatever the diagrams we are going to write, everything comes under the algorithm. So first I'm going to write the algorithm. Based on the algorithm, I'm going to write the code or I'm going to start the software development. Then I'm going to have the statistics. That means whatever the statistics comes in the field of computer science, that includes fundamental or theoretics of computer science. Then I'm going to have the programming language. That means here the programming language plays very important role in computer science, because the computer is capable to understand only the instruction. So whatever the instruction I'm going to give, that must be written in any one of the programming language. So that is written by using programming language. So the programming language is also the study of computer science. So in programming language, we are going to have variety of programming language. So here the programming language is the study of computer science. Then I'm going to have hardware. So here the hardware is also the very important part of computer system, and the study of hardware is also the field of computer system. That means how the hardwares are going to interact each other, how they are configured, how they are manufactured, everything comes under hardware. And we are going to have computer system design and architecture. So in computer system design and architecture, we are going to go in depth about the computer system, how the computer systems are architectured, everything, and how the computer systems are designed and how the systems are going to work. Everything comes under computer system design and architecture. So this is also the field of computer science. So these are the some of the study fields of computer science. That means when I say it is a computer system, then computer system is nothing but the discipline or study of computation as well as computing. So if I say computation as well as computing, then it includes mathematics, then statistics. Along with that, it is the study of data structures, software, algorithms, programming language, hardware, computer system design and architecture. Moving further, I am going to have the domains of computer science. That means what are the fields of computer science. Suppose if I select computer science as my core subject, then I'm going to have the domains like science, business intelligence, then I'm going to have information management and record keeping, then I'm going to have simulations, then I'm going to have computer programming and information technology, and I'm going to have artificial intelligence. So as we know that the computer science is the combination of science as well as mathematics. So if I select this computer science, then I'm going to have the domain called science. So in computer science, we are going to have data. So what is data? Here data is nothing but the raw fact. So whatever the data I have, I'm going to use that data in the field of business. So the domain of computer science is nothing but the business intelligence. That means how the computers are used in the field of business. So we are going to have business intelligence. Then we are going to have information management and record keeping. That means here the computer science or computer system is mainly depends on the data and information. Suppose if I have data, then I want to manage the data. For that reason, I'm going to have management, that is information management, and I want to keep track of all the records as well as data. For that reason, I'm going to have record keeping. So this is also the domain of computer science. That means I can study and I can go in depth about information management and record keeping. Then I'm going to have simulation and modeling. Suppose if I consider the example that is networking, then I want to represent the operations of networking, then that can be achieved by using simulation and modeling. So here the simulation and modeling is also the domains of computer system. That means before going to start any actual software development or design, before that we can go for simulation and modeling. If the simulation and modeling of that product is correct, then we can directly start with the implementation. Then we are going to have the computer programming and information technology. That means the core of the computer system or computer science, that is depends on the computer programming and information technology. So the computer programming plays a major role in computer science. So suppose if I opted computer science, then I'm going to study about computer programming as well as information technology. Then the main domain of computer system here is artificial intelligence. That means nowadays the trend is that is artificial intelligence. So it is a simulation of human brain, or it is a simulation of human thinking. That means we are going to create the machine like human being. That means how the human beings are going to think, how the human beings are going to interact. So this is a simulation of human being. So these are the some of the domains of computer science. Moving further, I'm going to have data structure. That means this is also the very important domain of computer science. So what is data and what is structure? So here data is nothing but the raw fact. So when I have only one data, okay, it is very easy to manage. When I have 10 data, okay, it is easy to manage. When I have plenty of data, then it is very difficult to manage manually. So what I want to do, I want to create a data structure. Then I want to manage the data. So here the data structure is mainly used to manage the data as well as manage the memory, because all the data are stored in the computer system in the form of zeros and ones, and it is stored inside the memory. Now I want to manage the memory. That means I want to utilize the memory properly. For that reason, I require data structure. So these are the some of the examples for data structure. So here the data structures are created by using C or C++ programming language. So the some of the examples for data structure here is stack, queue, circular queue. So this is the circular queue. Then we are going to have linked list, that is single linked list, double linked list, or circular linked list. Then we are going to have tree, that is binary tree. Then we are going to have the shortest path, that is once again graph. Then we are going to have searching and sorting, etc. So when I say it is data structure, then it is the complete study about how the data are organized and managed. So here the data structure is also the domain of computer science. Moving further, I'm going to have big data. So what is big data? Here the name itself indicates that big data. That means the capacity of the data is very high and it is not processed and managed by the ordinary data processing. So in order to manage and maintain the data, we are going to have big data. So this is also the field or domain of computer science. So when I say it is big data, here we are going to have volume, variety, then we are going to have velocity. So when I say it is volume, then the volume of the data, that is nothing but the scale of the data. That means we are going to have huge number of data, that may be petabytes, terabytes, etc. Then when I say it is variety, we are going to have different forms of data. So it may be a social media or Facebook or email or any other kinds of data. That is, it may include online, that is e-commerce, etc. So it is going to hold a variety of data, that is form of data, that is nothing but the different kinds of data. Then we are going to have veracity. So uncertainty of data, that means how the data gives the uncertainty, that comes under the veracity. Then we are going to have the velocity, that is analysis of data flow. That means how the data are flows from one system to another, how they are going to interact. That is nothing but the velocity. So when I say it is big data, please remember that we are going to have 4 V's. So the name itself indicates that it is big data. That means the volume of the data is large and high, and I'm going to have 4 V's. So in that first V, that is volume of data, then variety, that means different kinds of data, then veracity, then I'm going to have velocity. So when it is big data, then I'm going to have 4 V's. That means the size of the data is large. To manage, maintain and process, we are going to have big data technology. So this is also the domain of computer science. Moving further, I'm going to have cloud computing. So before going to start what is cloud computing, let's consider the traditional client server architecture. So there is one server and we are going to have many clients, and the server is going to have only the limited storage space. So the main drawback of client server architecture here is that it's not capable to hold all the data. In order to overcome that, we are going to have cloud computing. So what is cloud computing? So we are going to have remote server. It's going to provide a huge storage space so that you can deploy your data, you can deploy your hardware, or you can deploy your software so that the other user can very easily access all the data which is deployed on the server, that is remote server. So now consider the example here. So when I say it is cloud computing, then I'm going to have application, platform and infrastructure. That means I'm going to deploy all the applications, platforms and infrastructure in one remote server so that the other user can very easily and very fastly access all the data which is stored in the cloud computer. So here laptop, phones, servers, desktops, tablets, they can very easily access the data or application or platform, or it may be infrastructure very easily. So it is very cost effective and you're going to get the all the services within fraction of seconds. So because of these reason, most of the IT sectors, they are going to use cloud computing in order to deploy their applications, platforms as well as infrastructure. Moving further, I'm going to have IoT. So what is IoT? Here IoT is nothing but the Internet of Things. I repeat, here IoT is nothing but the Internet of Things. So how to justify it is Internet of Things? That means you have electronic device, and suppose if you want to operate with the electronic device from so far away, that can be achieved by using IoT. That means in IoT we are going to have the sensor. So based on the sensor, I can able to control the electronic equipment. So consider the example that you have kept milk to boil on the stove. Now you are away from your home. Now you want to turn off your stove. That can be achieved by using IoT. So here the IoT is a new revolution of computer science. That means By using IoT, you can embed your electronic device with computer system as well as sensor. So IoT plays a very major role in computer science, and this is the one of the main domain of computer science. So here the IoT describes the physical object and they are combined or they are embedded with the electronic device as well as sensor as well as software. So here I repeat that the IoT is the description of network of physical objects and they are embedded through the sensor and software and electronic devices. So here this gives the complete network of IoT, that is Internet of Things, and how they are controlled. That means think that you are in the office and you want to control your home, that can be achieved by using IoT. And if you are in the office and you want to manage social media, that can be achieved by using IoT. Think that you are somewhere out and you want to control your data, that can be achieved by using IoT. So the IoT plays very major role in the field of computer science. Moving further, I'm going to have data security. So this is also the domain of computer science. So what is data security? So the computer systems are mainly used to store the data. So when I say it is mainly used to store the data, that means we can able to store any kind of data. So most frequently what we are going to do, we are going to save all the personal information inside the computer system. So when I say it is personal information, that includes our bank account number or our PAN number and any other particular information. Now I want to protect the data from the unauthorized access or accident. That time I require data security. That means I want to provide the security for my data. That time I require data security. So in data security, we are going to provide the protection for data. That means we are going to encrypt the data or we are going to decrypt the data, or we can able to lock our computer system by providing login, or we can use some built-in encryption technology, that is BitLock, and which is provided by Windows 7 operating system. At the same time, we can also use the antivirus software in order to protect our data from the unauthorized access and the accident. So this is the way the user can able to protect your data. So in data security, we are going to have encryption and decryption. That means here encryption is nothing but the encrypt or encode the actual data into some other form. That means translate your original data into some other form, that is called encryption. In the decryption, it is reverse. That means whatever the transferred data you have, that must be converted into your original data. So when it is data security, we are going to have different kinds of encryption algorithm. So the data security is also the branch or domain of computer system. Then I'm going to have artificial intelligence. So what is artificial intelligence? So here the artificial intelligence is nothing but the process of building computer system, or it is the process of developing computer system that works like human being. That means how the human beings are going to think, how the human beings are going to interact, how the human beings are going to solve the problem. Everything comes under artificial intelligence. That means it is a process of simulating human intelligence with respect to computer system. That means the computer system is capable to do all the human activities. So in artificial intelligence, we are going to have the branches like machine learning and deep learning. So when I say it is artificial intelligence, then it includes the all the calculations, then pattern matching, everything in the field of machine learning and deep learning. Then here the artificial intelligence, it plays very important role in computer system. So here the artificial intelligence is the domain of computer science. So when I say it is the domain of computer science, then it includes scientific as well as mathematical calculation. So the main use of artificial intelligence is that it's mainly used to develop a system that acts like human being. The best example for artificial intelligence here is Alexa and Siri. Suppose if I use Alexa, that means whatever the command I'm going to provide to the Alexa, that is going to play and act according to the commands whatever I have given. So here the Alexa is the best example for artificial intelligence. And some other example, you can consider your Google search. That means nowadays whatever the Google search we are going to have, that is based on the artificial intelligence. And another one of the best example, that is Facebook. That means when we are going to search for particular items or particular user information in the Facebook, that can be carried out by using artificial intelligence. That means the artificial intelligence plays very important role in computer science, and it also includes the branches like machine learning as well as deep learning. Moving further, I'm going to have software engineer. So it is a discipline of engineering. That means in software engineering, we are going to go in depth about software development life cycle. That means how to collect the requirement from the user and how to cross verify the collected information, how to start the implementation, how to start the design procedure, and how to start the development of the software, and how to code, how to test, and how to maintain. So when I say it is software engineering, that is nothing but the engineering discipline about the software life cycle. That means it is going to carry all the activities which is related to your software development. So that includes requirement analysis, then design, implement, code, testing, maintenance, everything. So here the software engineering is also the branch of computer science, or it is also the domain of computer science. So when I say it is a domain of computer science, then we are going to have software engineering, then we are going to have network, then we are going to have artificial intelligence, then we are going to have artificial intelligence, then we are going to have machine learning, deep learning, then we are going to have data security, etc. So these are the some of the domains of computer science. And if I opted computer science and I graduated in computer science and I'm thorough with all the programming language and I'm thorough with all the domains of computer system, then I'm going to have the list of job opportunity. That means I can able to select any one of the given job in all the list of jobs. So here I must know the programming language, along with that the different domains of computer science. If I thorough with all the programming language as well as domains of computer science, then I can able to select any one of the job here. So these are the career opportunities. In that first one, I can become information system manager. At the same time, I can also become a multimedia programmer. Then I can also able to become a application developer. That is nothing but the app development. And if I am thorough with web programmings like HTML, then JavaScript, Ajax, Perl, PHP, etc., then I can able to become a web content manager. And if I thorough with any one of the high level programming language, then I can able to become a games developer. And if I am good at in any programming, that is web programming languages like HTML, dynamic HTML or HTML5, Cascade style sheet, or Perl, PHP, Ajax, etc., then I can able to become a web designer. Suppose if I am very much thorough about system, then I can become a system analyst. And at the same time, if I can able to manage all the data thoroughly, then I can able to become a data analyst. Then suppose if I am very much interested about IT field, that is information technology, then I can able to become IT consultant. Then if I am very much thorough with social media, then I can able to become SEO specialist. Then if I am very much thorough about hardware and technical related issue, then I can able to become technical author. Then if I am very much thorough with the digital, that is digital media, then I can able to become a digital copywriter. Suppose if I am very much good at in the field of application, then I can able to become application analyst. If I am very much good about the networking field, then I can able to become network engineer. Suppose if I am good at in IT sales field, then I can able to become IT sales professional. And if I am very much good in the field of software engineering, then I can able to become a software engineer. And if I am very much thorough and familiar with database management system, then I can able to become a database administrator. And if I am very much thorough about social media, then I can able to become a social media manager. So dear students, once you opted computer science and if you're graduated in the field of computer science, then you're going to have these many career opportunity, and you can select any career opportunity that is based on your interest, and that is completely left to you. These are the some of the job options you're going to have, and you can select any job option. So these are the some of the career opportunities or job opportunities for the computer science students. After the graduation of computer science, you're going to have these many job options and you can pick any job option. So for that reason, you must thorough with computer science. That means what are the fields of computer science along with the programming language. So these are the some of the career opportunities for computer science students. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you.